Sam. So let's talk about Scream 7 and what we could be seeing. So we already talked about Scream 6. You can check out our video on the ending already on our channel. But we're here to talk about Scream 7 and what could possibly be going on. So before we get any further, go ahead and subscribe, hit the notification bell. We're on the road to 30,000 subscribers, less than 3,000 to go. Super excited to get to that. But let's talk about Sam and Scream 7. And this is just a theory video I'm throwing out there. Probably a lot more to come, especially with the ending and all of that. Stu Macher, will we ever see him? That's a whole nother video, don't worry. But let's talk about Sam and her possible resurgence as Ghostface in the next movie. We've been seeing Sam slowly, surely, but getting there to becoming a full-fledged Ghostface. We already saw it in the first movie, which was Scream 5, that she appeared in, that she had a little bit of a tendency to get a little berserk with that knife as she was taking that knife straight to Richie. No questions asked what she was doing there. But then we pretty much see her in this new movie, Scream 6, not only attacking the Detective Bailey, who was the actual Ghostface, but doing it and donning none other than her Billy the Dad Ghostface costume. I don't even know if that made sense, Billy the Dad. Maybe that's a term we'll coin here. But she donned the Ghostface costume. She had it on. She had the voice changer. She was stalking. She was praying. And she was full on Ghostface in that finale. Most Ghostface in the movie is Scream 6 then? I don't know. We'll talk about that in my kill count video we'll do later this week. But I thought that was something that is definitely alluring for the next movie. That something big is yet to come from Sam. Something we have. And so that does definitely get me excited to think about the possibilities of what that could be. A Scream 7 movie where we see Sam sort of battling these inner demons she has been battling ever since. We know in Scream 6 she tried to go get help. She tried to do her best. But still, it seems that nobody really understands what Sam is battling. She still sees Billy in her thoughts. She still sees him in visions. And it's definitely something that I think is starting to eat at her and really start to mess with her psyche. I think the ending shot of this is sort of her saying she's putting that all aside. She's going to get better. She's going to live her life. She's just going to be normal. That's exactly what Sam has been trying to find since Scream 5. But I think that this whole thing, especially after Scream 5, we saw how much that actually put on her, put a toll on her psyche and everything. She was very overprotective of Tara. She was sort of not herself. She became notorious for everything. And now add on to that this trauma that Scream 6 is going to bring to her life now. I think we're going to see a Sam that's going to really break down in Scream 7 once we see that movie. And I think that's definitely going to add a lot to this story, especially because I always say Scream movies are generally always about trauma, and that's usually what makes Ghostface. Ghostface is usually a character that has some trauma in their life, and so it kind of is a recipe to see Sam in some shape, way, or form become the next full-fledged Ghostface, I think, for Scream 7. And this is just me off of watching it once. I will watch it again tomorrow, so I will give you a further video on Monday about my thoughts and all of the Easter eggs that could be pointed to this, as well as a kill count and just talking more about the movie. We got a lot of videos on Scream coming, so don't miss out on them. Make sure you're subscribed. But I really do think that this is too much, like, for it to be nothing, right? It's too much for it to be nothing, that Sam won't ever have this sort of crack in her that makes her just become the full-fledged killer that she has been teased to be. And you know what? I may just be talking crazy. Scream 7 might be the end for these characters, and we never see Sam go crazy. But I'm just throwing it out there. It might be a possibility that we could be seeing these actions sort of happen. So I'm very curious to know what you think about that. Do you think we ever see a possibility in a Scream movie where we see Sam really donning the costume and everything, going on full-fledged killing spree as Ghostface? Do we see that? Let me know in the comments down below. But yeah, I thought that it was interesting how they end this movie with Sam just holding the mask of Billy and just looking at it, but then sort of choosing to go with Tara and sort of letting all of that go, which was something she wasn't able to do at the beginning of this movie. So it was a really great character arc for Sam to see that happen and sort of take her destiny back into her own hands, which I think is such a great way to end the movie. But we'll see what happens in the 7th movie. We don't know if Sidney Prescott will return or not. It is questionable, I think, at this point, if we do need Sidney Prescott in this movie or not. I think that we definitely have seen that it can pretty much do its own thing and be good still without Sidney. So we'll definitely see what happens with that. Kirby is sort of here now as a legacy character. So I think that they definitely have filled that gap there. And I feel like the interaction between Kirby as well as the main core group of the new movie is really good. So I would definitely be interested in seeing Kirby return and sort of maybe take over that Sidney role if that's what they have to do. We don't know if Gail will return for the other movie as well, but I thought the interaction with her here with the sisters and everything was great. Really added a lot more drama and a lot more layers to the story that it already has, which is something I enjoy to see from the Scream movie, because Ghostface and everything is great, but I think seeing these interactions and this sort of tension between the characters also adds to it a lot more. So really great stuff right there. But I am very interested in knowing everybody's thoughts about Sam, because I just felt like, especially seeing her don that costume in this movie, really had me thinking they want Sam at some point to sort of almost shift over to that dark side, if not maybe completely, maybe just a little bit, and sort of add a little bit more drama and tension to the movie itself. But hey, that's just me. That's my thoughts, my opinions on what we could be seeing. Let me know yours in the comments down below. I like to know. But anyways, that is going to do it for me. Like I said, we do have an ending explained video. Go check it out if you haven't already, where we discuss the ending, the kills, and everything, and my thoughts on it. So go check out that video if you haven't already. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel. We're on the road to 30,000 subscribers. We will be at South by Southwest by the time you're watching this video, so you might be seeing some stuff here on the channel. But if you want to see more of our South by Southwest outings, go to our Instagram, go to our Twitter, TikTok, all of that. Cultural Elixir is the @ on Instagram. It's the Cultural Elixir, and culturalelixir.com is where we post our articles. So go check us out over there. But as always, that is going to do it for us. Check us out in the info description down below for our podcast as well. We will have a new episode tomorrow after we come back from South by Southwest, and we do have a lot of coverage we're going to be doing, so you don't want to miss out on any of that. New shows, new movies, and experiences. So check it all out on our channel here and also all of our other social medias. But as always, that is going to do it for us. We'll see all of you next time. But drop down below your thoughts, your theories on what exactly could be going on with Sam in the new Scream movie, which will be Scream 7. And also, we will be going to South by Southwest this week, so we will be having a ton of content, like I said. But we will still be having our podcast dropping this weekend, and we also will be having our predictions for the Oscars. So drop them down below who you think is going to take that best picture. And as always, 30,000 subscribers. Let's get to it. Stay safe, stay positive.